Hello, it's Mike. NoStressMike.com. I have learned so much stuff, and I wonder how much of this stuff that I've learned that I can apply. And the sword. So I'm working with the sword. Now, the bus is running. Got it going now too. But the thing is, I love to learn. And I learn things. Now, learning something and being able to use it aren't always the same thing. There's some things that I've learned that I can't use, I can't apply. And when I don't apply it, I really haven't learned it, because learning something and using it is the value of learning it. If you learn it and you don't use it, oh, that's a tough one. So I try to use everything that I learn. Now, I might only learn it, or I might only use it in that particular time and situation where I'm at. They do something and I apply it at that time. I don't even know what you call it. You have an ox team and you control the ox, make it go from one side to the other side, stop and go. You know, that's one of those skills that you use only when you have the opportunity. And then you don't use it anymore. You've still learned it. You've got something to apply your knowledge to. Now, a lot of people, now that's one thing I envy anybody that can read. Because I say, I'm dyslexic, it's really bad, and I can't hardly read. So people that can read, I really admire. But one thing I've noticed, reading is almost like television. Their imagination is better, so it's better than television, it's better than movies. But they still don't apply what it is that they learn. And so when they don't apply it, they don't really learn it. They know about this stuff, but I don't think they can really do it. I may be wrong on that. Maybe that's like instructions. You read the instructions and then you go do it. Maybe that's the way it is on reading a book. I don't know. But like I say, there's a lot of things that I'll learn anything. If I get an opportunity, I want to learn it, whatever it is. And now, when it's, like I say, okay, you see me working out with a sword. Using a sword, I have no problem. I know I can use a sword in combat, because like I say, I've used machetes before, so I know what I'll be getting into, and I can stay focused on what I need to do, so I know I can do it. But that's not why I work out with the sword. Because like I say, I work out with tomahawks, I work out with canes, staff, I work out with all kinds of stuff. And the thing is, it keeps me flexible. it helps my coordination. The other day, I got a tomato over there, and it was rotten, and so then I took the tomato and I threw it, overhand. Just threw it overhand. And the guy was watching me, and he said, boy, he can't throw overhand. And I never thought about that. Because, like I say, there's so many people that say, well, I can, you feel young in your mind, so that means you're young. Well, that sounds really good, but can they do the stuff? And well, I say you have to do it. If you don't do it, eventually you won't be able to do it. And so that's the thing that you need to, anytime you learn something, you use it. Apply it. Maybe not to what it was meant to be for. Like we say, the sword. I'm not applying it on some kind of a sword combat, or going in some kind of a combat kind of situation. I know they got tournaments, where they're using wooden swords, and they're doing all that kind of stuff. But like I say, I'm not into sports. I don't do sports stuff. And because things change when you have the reality of life or death. Then you look at things a whole lot different. I mean, when you go into a ring and you realize you're either going to die or you're going to come out of it, you look at the ring a whole lot different than you would if, am I going to get a ribbon out of this? Am I going to get a medal? And stuff like that. It's a different kind of world. One of the things I've learned here just recently, I don't know if it's going to show very well, but there's a bull out there. And that bull, I think you can see it, that bull, we haven't been able to keep him in one place. We put him there overnight, and he's still there. I'm very happy that he's still there. But we're trying to get him moved out. He's not aggressive, but he knows he's a big bull. He knows he can go where he wants to go, when he wants to go. And I've never learned how to bullfight. And that's one of those things I don't really want to learn. But, it is kind of interesting. I do carry my firearm all the time, especially out here on the ranch. Now, I don't know if 9mm is going to do too much against something like that. And it'd be a toss-up on which would be more effective, a sword or a 9mm. But I know the destructive force of the sword. So, and I do know its limitations. I know how to use it. I know what it will do and what it won't do. But I'm not quite sure on the bull still. I haven't quite found out the limitations on a sword or a 9mm. And I say, but there's things that we need to learn. That's the whole point about this video. You need to learn and learn. If you have an opportunity to learn something, do it. I say skydiving. I went skydiving, and I did that enough that I figured out I know I can do it. I know how it's done, but I got to the point where if I'm going to do it, I need to continue doing it and use it as a hobby. So, but not just go out and just play around. I need to get it serious. So, and these are the things that you need to learn. And it's physical things you need to learn. Because, like I say, it's good for your joints. It's good for your coordination. It's really good for your confidence. So, keep that in mind. When you get an opportunity to learn something, to try it out, here, let me try that. And if you've got somebody that's showing you that's, and I don't mean they need to have a permit and all this kind of stuff, but I mean, if they have enough understanding of what they're doing where they can show you relatively safely, you need to take that opportunity, no matter what it is. I'm still shocked on how many people don't even know how to drive. And I mean, it's you just have to. And like I say, now in Asia, there's most people don't know how to drive in Asia, and they're very poor drivers. So, and that's another reason why you need to learn stuff and do things. And the more you can, the better it's going to be for you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.